Oh, I don't think anybody expected this so soon. God of Destruction Toppo is seemingly coming very soon. We got to check out his trailer and see exactly what his move lists are. I'm praying that he has a destruction, like an execution below like a certain percentage threshold on a health bar. Say enemies are below like 30%, he can execute them. I would love that. He's got a spin to win. Okay, no. I do like that it hit everybody. This is the ultimate. Big beam that explodes. So, nothing too outside of the ordinary from what I guess other characters are. Kind of disappointed that there's no execution, it doesn't seem like, but hopefully maybe he has a passive that functions with that. Damage character, of course, even though he does look like a tank and I feel like should be a tank. God of Destruction, who deals constant damage through branding enemies with marks of destruction. Seize victory for your team by denying enemies their escape and steadily whittling away their strength. So he marks them, he can put dots on them. Passive is, I won't be fighting for justice any longer. That's got to be the longest name so far in the game. Applies movement speed up to self when moving towards enemies with the mark of destruction. The effect is greater the more mark of destruction stacks there are. So you can actually stack them multiple times and move faster towards them. Do you deal more damage if they are marked, I guess? How do you mark them? Can any move just mark them, or is it like just that move right there? So we see one stack is on him. Another stack. Why is that Dispo as the icon of the stack, or is that Beerus? Wait, hold on. I need to go back. We missed the rush attack. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. We completely missed the rush attack. So after the passive, yeah, we see it deals more damage if they are stacked on there. Okay. Rush attacks, a physical hit extends the duration of Mark of Destruction. Oh, and shortens skills cooldowns, except for your ultimate, when hitting an enemy with a Mark of Destruction. Shortens cooldowns more when the target is an enemy hero, not a NPC. And the more Mark of Destruction stacks there are, the more cooldowns are shortened. So you kind of want to expel all of his skills and mark them as many times as you can. You have 2 stacks on him right now. We see with the number there, and he's dealing 212. I mean, he's level 15, but he's dealing 212. He got a movement speed up. This is gonna be really cool. He'll be the secure guy, right? You know, he'll mark them up in the middle of the fight and then come in to secure those KOs. Destructive Flash fires a barrage of energy blasts in a set direction. Applies mark of destruction for enemies to enemies hit. Can move while attacking. So this kind of functions like Vegeta's volley blast, but it marks enemies. And the more rush attacks you do, it extends the duration of it. So you see, it didn't last too long. It looks like it lasted about 3 seconds, not even 5 seconds. So your rush attacks can actually extend that. The spin to win, Demolition Tornado, rapidly rotate and deal a series of strike attacks to the surrounding area. Applies Mark of Destruction to enemies hit and deals more damage the more Mark of Destruction stacks there are. Can move while attacking, of course. But this also does apply Mark of Destruction. So all of his moves have to do it. And you're just going to be constantly attacking enemies, stacking these on them to deal overall more damage and also increase your movement speed. Does teammates' movement speed increase? I don't think it does. I think it's just him. Yeah, they would have showed a teammate example. And skill number 3. How the hell does that work? Assume a fighting stance and unleash an unavoidable energy blast against nearby enemies who attack during it. Applies Mark of Destruction to enemies hit. Gain extra HP as well as energy defense up while in this stance. The more you are attacked while in this stance, the more damage is dealt. So it's kind of like Cell's regeneration move, right? You activate it, and enemies that are hitting you, you damage and you gain extra defense and more HP off of. But I saw it marked the Goku. So if we go back, it marked the Goku, not this move. This is the Demolition Tornado. Tempered. Okay, so yeah, so enemies that hit you, so you kind of want to jump in there. He can kind of tank. He can kind of do some tank things, right? Stack those debuffs on enemies, get into the middle of the fight, use this probably last. Maybe if an enemy's throwing out an ult and trying to hit you, you use this to mark them, and it deals damage to them. And yeah, multiple enemies, like both of them are hitting him. Yeah, that'll actually be really good, especially against players that seemingly keep, what's it called? They have the auto attack settings by default on, where it just targets like enemies closest to you or whatever. If you get into the mix of things in the middle of battle and just force them to attack you in whatever way that you can, take advantage of that, you can end up marking them and dealing damage. His ultimate, super attack, massive sphere of destruction. That did 7k damage right there. Unleash a sphere filled with destructive energy at a set position. The sphere contracts on impact, finishing with an explosion that deals extra damage. So it hits twice. If an enemy has a mark of destruction when hit by the explosion, the entire mark of destruction stack will be consumed to deal extra damage. It deals more extra damage the more stacks there are. It did 7k with no marks. Now he has 2 marks. Oh shit, that did 14. You know, not once do we see in this him marking them 3 times. I think it's possible because he has 3 moves that mark enemies. All of his moves do. They mark enemies. So if you can find a rotation where you can consistently mark them 3 times and then rush attack them to make it extend the duration, I don't know if his super attack will come out fast enough, you know, to capitalize on the 3 stacks. It does on the 2 here, but that would be an insta kill. It feels like if you were to maximize this and get 3 stacks on enemies consistently and then use his ultimate for that second implode, that's going to deal quite a lot of damage. So no stacks, it did 7,000. 2 stacks, it did 14,000. I would imagine 3 stacks is going to deal 18,000, maybe closer to 20. Not exactly 20 because it's not 777, right? No stacks was 7. So 2 stacks is 14. Yeah, I would feel like 17.5k at level 15, that is. But that's still enough to like KO enemies. Just maybe not tanks so much, but he has a pretty decent, okay-ish kit. It's not exciting. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not too hyped about this character because I would have loved, just being real, I would have loved if his marks and he had a move that can execute enemies below a certain health threshold and like Hakai them. You know, he's a god of destruction. He's the first playable god of destruction. And maybe, I don't know if he'll be the only one, and actually can like take out parties like that, you know? I mean, is this Chad, let me know, is this Dispo's ears or Beerus's ears? I feel like I can't tell between the two. Obviously, Dispo's a bunny. I have to zoom in and post the scene. I still wish he was a tank. He does have some tanking tendencies. We did see with this move here. Because what does it do again? It gains extra HP as well, and that's the extra HP, and energy defense up. Oh, energy defense up. Not necessarily defense up, but energy defense up. So you technically can, if enemies are ulting you, you can use this and get more defense and survive more attacks, and then manipulate the situation to mark them and hit them with this attack. So yeah, he's gonna be kind of cool. You gotta really pay attention. I think PC players are gonna have a lot easier time dealing with him because you can control with point and click where your attacks are hitting and try to not hit him in that way. Whereas controller players might have a tough time with him and continuously be hitting him, where that will be a negative. Guys, we got the first Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra main tournament run by our good friend Aizen, DB. We're gonna be reacting to it on Saturday. That's this Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. That is October 25th is the first Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra tournament. We're gonna be checking it out all day. It'll be pretty hype. We're gonna be seeing a lot of great high-level play because only top 100 players are allowed to enter it. And it is a prize pool. So really excited for that. You guys make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on it and help raise that 38% even higher so you guys can tune in on that. But yeah, that is God of Destruction Toppo. Sooner than we all thought. I mean, we got Gotenks, I think a week ago? Now we're going to be getting God of Destruction Toppo by Wednesday, right? Gotenks dropped. It was like Tuesday night, Wednesday-ish morning at 2 a.m. So we can expect to see them released then. But we got some other cool stuff we got to check out, actually. So we have a new tank animation, which I'm excited about. It kind of looks like more of the same with the dual attack, but this is pretty sick. Yes, that is awesome. And it's for tanks, so finally every single class I think has an animation. No, techs don't. Gamma 1 and 2 got a thing. You need a hero. That's your new intro. And then the pose. That's badass. I like that a lot. So do they still have smoke behind them? That would be funny if it did. They don't. God of Destruction Toppo. This is probably going to be on our thumbnail. Cool and Collected. Are they all named this? Every character has a Cool and Collected. And a Brave and Bold. Destructive Power.
Look upon the power of destruction.
Is this look up the power. It is Fist of Destruction. Oh, cool. I like that a lot. It's kind of like Cell's animation. I like Cell's animation a lot. I'm glad I got that one. This is his idol, standing at the screen. Oh, very different. Who's gonna fix that? Okay, you did. Why Dr. Robotnik's so angry? All right, Cole. So we got his outfits here. That looks so weird. Ugh. 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 I kind of like that one. Oh God, this is. Yo, chat, I need you guys to comment down below. This one's pretty sick. Does Toppo have the worst, like, recolor skins? Oh my god. Damn it. Every time I go into, like, the non-MKV, dimension-breaking destruction. So sick. Yeah, you Hakai there. Can you, like, Hakai it with a move? I mean, he probably is going to say it. I feel like if you execute an enemy with the Mark of Destruction on them, he'll probably say Hakai. And this is his Dragon Ball acquired.
You don't stand a chance against me.
Wreck-It Ralph-ass hands. Okay, so that is God of Destruction Toppo. Chat, I want you guys to let me know in the comments below what you think of him. He looks like he's going to be fun, and there are going to be elements to his kit where you can kind of not necessarily do a whole lot of strategic planning. I like him. I wish, and I kind of like set myself up for this expectation of him having a Hakai and execute in that way. He doesn't. His kit still seems okay. Nothing too insane. We're gonna have to see how his damage exactly goes through and how long the Marks of Destruction last. Like if the Marks of Destruction last long, then he will be a really good like top DPS character. But his kit is very simple and easy to pick up and play. You just, each skill marks enemies and your rush attacks extend the marks and you do more damage the more marks that are on enemies. So very simple, straightforward character to pick up and play. I do think he should have been a tank still. Season 2 might be on the way quicker than we thought, which is kind of exciting. We're gonna see a whole new roster of characters making their way, and they're moving through this pretty quickly, a lot faster than I thought they would. But that is God of Destruction Toppo. I want to hear from you guys down below. Let's get a discussion going. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you are new. More Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra videos are on the way, and you don't want to miss them. My name is BltzZ, and thanks for watching.